What's up, guys? How y'all doing? I know y'all don't really see me on the internet a lot. Y'all actually don't hear me talk a lot. For whatever reason, it's because I like working behind the scenes and everything. I have been in the industry since 2011. I got into the social media scene around 2014, and I got real big. I started my own official company in 2016. So in 2013, 14, give or take one of those years, I came up with a concept. And then in 2016, I shared that concept. I don't know what I should say first. I think I should just come out and say it. I am the original creator and designer of the Zeus network. Originally, it was a concept made for Netflix for influencers. All right. So 2016, 2015, one of those years, I got like I was getting really deep into social media stuff. I was working with a group called Lean Squad and all different people and all that good stuff or whatever. And I ended up reaching out to like a lot of different people. I'm throwing this concept to them. Man, we should do like Netflix for influencers, and it'll be like real big and all that good stuff. So I ended up reaching out to King Bach. I couldn't get in touch with him. So I got real desperate because I felt like King Bach was the perfect person to reach out to and try to convince, because I dealt with a bunch of influencers, but I hadn't dealt with influencers at King Bach's level at the time. So I ended up doing like some real good stalker work. I find King Bach's email/number, and then I couldn't get in touch with King Bach, and then I found a number attached. It was kingbach.usa.com or something like that. I'll put it on the screen so y'all can like see. So I ended up reaching out to Christina, which I ended up later on finding out her name was Christina Bach, King Bach's sister. I ran the idea to her. So I ran a couple ideas, about a company that I was want to start with my company friends on the internet. And I wanted to like just do like a service for like social media service and getting people paid to go viral and all of this stuff, because I had like a lot of influence and power behind the scenes. A lot of people that don't know that. So she wasn't really feeling that, but she entertained it just because I guess she was more interested in the idea for Netflix for influencers more than anything. So I end up going back and forth with her. We end up talking to like different people, having different phone calls, because she got like super, super interested in everything. I even have an email with her and somebody named Donna Lee Curtis, and a couple other people. So eventually, after a while of me going back and forth, having phone conversations, text messages, emails, all the good stuff or whatever, she ended up ignoring my calls. And in this industry, when somebody ignores your calls after you call them so many times, you just kind of eventually like leave it alone. And I'm just like, all right, cool. Like they're not interested. And I guess it's just like another crazy Bobby idea. And people just didn't want to put money behind it, because I'm an absolute genius at the end of the day. I'll run these genius ideas to people for them to actually come to fruition in the future. And people will be like, wow, that's a great idea, but nobody want to put money behind it, and I just had like a real hard time getting people to put money behind my ideas, still even to this day. So, I just thought like she just wasn't fucking interested. Later on, like 7-9 months later, I ended up hearing about a company called Zeus. I don't really pay too much. Maybe that was like 3 or 4 months later. I ended up hearing about a company called Zeus Network. I didn't really pay too much attention because there was a bunch of stuff popping up, YouTube Red, and just all these different things where people are like, oh, streaming's going to be doing movies and TV. I think Cobra Kai even came out around that time as well, on YouTube Red or something. I'm not thinking nothing of it. But then later on, I see Zeus Network are putting out streaming content with a portion of the concept that I created. And King Bach is the owner. I see that King Bach is one of the owners. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they just basically, essentially what happened, I just got cut out the deal. All right, I'm pretty sure what happened. I got cut out the deal, and they basically were like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And they were like, "Oh, well, he's the guy that came up with the whole concept and the whole idea." And it was like, "Well, what do we need him for?" Well, we don't, because we have the idea already. It wasn't a full idea. It wasn't my full concept, because the original concept was way more drawn out. It had way more details, like documentaries. I was going to do biopic documentaries, for like different high profile influencers. I was going to do like a lot of different things that like just still hasn't been done to this day. Still hasn't been done to this day. And it boggles my mind. Like I have more ideas. And this has been a story of my life so far. There's multiple things out there right now that I am the original designer of and creator of. And because I did not have the proper amount of money to back it, finance it, and put it out, my ideas get taken and put out by somebody else, and they never had the full blueprint. They never have the full blueprint. And so like with this, I know I'm supposed to be doing a video bashing Zeus, saying Zeus stole from me, I'm going to sue you and all the good stuff or whatever. I'm not even going to do anything close to that. All right. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different, because I see everybody doing all the same shit. I don't want to join those people. I don't want to be that bitter person that, like, although I got cut out the deal, a little bit of shady business happened or whatever. Like Christina went behind my back and still did the deal and everything without me. I don't want to like go and be like, screw you and all this type of stuff or whatever. I just want to ask, as somebody who is a creator, as somebody who is an absolute genius, who created something that's been changing the complete industry. All right, I'm a father of the Zeus shit is my baby. I'm the father. It's no different than a mother giving birth to somebody's child and then run off with the kid, and you can't do nothing about it because you don't have no proof or whatever, heck, or all of this stuff. You know the complication with baby mothers and stuff. Like, it's just so weird. So I don't want to create drama. I want to maybe ask that Christina, you acknowledge that I originally brought the concept to you first. And if you have a heart, maybe go to Batch and let her know that like my story is the truth, and that we did have a conversation, that I did bring the Zeus network to you, and we were making plans, and we did talk to like multiple different people, and eventually you just start picking my calls because y'all move without me. And that's fine. I get it. This type of stuff happens in business all the time. I do not want to fight. I do not want to go to war. I'm not interested in none of that. All I want is to finish my work. I want to finish my work with the blueprint that I created when I came to you and said, Netflix for influencers. Let's do Netflix for influencers. I have multiple designs laid out to add to my creation, to my baby. What came out my brain. It didn't come out of anybody else's brain. Y'all might have added to it. Y'all might have added multiple things to it, but it came from me. It is my baby. And that's not me attacking y'all or saying anything like, so don't try to do all the whole thing where I'm just doing the most. I'm saying, hey, y'all did a fine job. Zeus is doing great. I see y'all dealing with like some really dope people and everything. And I think that it's only fair that I get 1% of my intellectual property. I don't think, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't even like go around publicly telling people that I got it. I'll just get my intellectual property, and y'all will have the full vision of what I envisioned when I came up with the concept of Netflix for influencers, because there was way more that I had on the table. Y'all still have not done it to this day. All right. I don't give a care about the people that are like, all right, this man's crazy. He's just making up stuff, blah, 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 whatever, all the good stuff. Like, I've been hearing that shit all this time because I've been having this personal thing where I didn't really rock with Zeus because I had to watch my baby go off and be raised and turned into whatever it was turned into. And that's not what the original concept was. It was supposed to be a thing where influencers thrive, influencers had their own show, and it started out like that, but they ended up going more in the love and hip hop direction, and that's cool. I mean, like whatever, like. But I want to ask King Batch, Christina, please talk to King Batch. Let him know that my words are true. That I'm not just making stuff up. I'm not trying to call you a thief. I'm not trying to say this. I'm not trying to insult nobody. I don't want to insult nobody. I just want to say, can we please have a conversation? Christina, can you please let them know what happened? Like when you came to them with the idea and who originally came up with it and everything. And after we have a discussion, let me get 1% of what I created. That's all I'm asking. I want 1%. You ain't even gotta give me no, I ain't asking for the whole fucking company. I ain't asking for this, and that. I'm asking for 1%, and the rest we can figure out. I'll give you the rest of the blueprint of what I planned that what I actually had in my head when I came up with the concept of Netflix for influencers that ended up becoming Zeus. And we can just turn this into a very huge brand, you know? If anybody, matter of fact, if anybody needs an extra genius, come to me. All right, I'm one of the greatest minds. I don't give a care what you think. You can say what you like. You can think what you like. You can look at me and be like, look at his hair, look at his glasses. Oh, he ain't serious. Like he's some bull. Like it to millionaires, billionaires, all you motherfuckers out there. If you want a genius, somebody that can like create something that has never been made before, come to Big Bobby the Boss. I'm the man to talk to. All right, I got some shit. I got some stuff on the table that I'm ready to like get out there, but can't do it if you ain't got the bucks. I had to watch Zeus go sky high and blow all the way up without me. So, with that being said, I just want to say I appreciate everything that y'all done with the Zeus Network. I think that y'all done a very good job. There's just still some work to be done. There's still some areas that y'all missing that y'all still have not got to this day because y'all never had the full blueprint. All y'all got was Netflix for influencers. Let's do a streaming network with multiple influencers. And it wasn't hard to sell because, you know, there wasn't nobody doing anything like that at the time. I mean, it was a couple, but it wasn't really relevant like that, you know? So it was very easy to push. And that's the reason why I came up with the concept, because I knew that it would blow up, and it did, just like I knew that it would. I have other stuff out there that I created as well that ended up getting swiped from me. Like, this is a constant thing that happens to me. Zeus Network is just one of the biggest things that came out of my brain. This came out of my brain, as well as many other things. So, Zeus Network, I'm only asking for 1%. Let me finish my work, and let's see if we can move forward and do some great things that have never been done before. I don't even know what else to say from here. I'm gonna say that I am Bobby J. Smith II, also known as Big Bobby the Boss, and I am one of the greatest minds in history. And I have come up with some of the most greatest ideas and the greatest things that have completely changed this industry. I would have gave my whole resume on this, which I have a pretty astounding resume. Y'all can go check me out on Instagram, Big Bobby the Boss. This might be on some blogs or something like that. They'll probably cut this part off though, because they need the juicy part where I'm talking about Zeus. Understand this. That's not what we're here about. We're not here for me to give my background and my history and all the good stuff. We're here just to say, show some respect to the people who currently are in charge of Zeus and say, let me finish my work. Let me get 1% of my baby that I created. And let's get to work. I don't know what else to say. I want to give a personal shout out to Kanye West for like just doing genius, outstanding work and helping people get out the matrix. You know, I mean, like I see what you're doing, brother. A lot of people don't see what you're doing, but I do. 50 Cent for like taking things to the next level and like moving his fan base to the next generation. To just basically everybody that's actually been paving the way and doing stuff that hasn't been done before, but moving the culture and moving our people to whole new levels. I probably wouldn't get a chance to really get to like speak to y'all and say something to y'all or whatever, but this video might go viral enough for me to be able to say, y'all being profoundly people in my life that have inspired me to be the genius that I am. So thank y'all for your hard work and keep doing your motherfucking thing. Zeus, give me 1%.